One of the worst feelings is being halfway through a road trip. Everyone's ready to go. The family is excited. You're almost there and you start to have car troubles. And trust me, I've had my fair share of these growing up as a kid, and I've put my wife through a few of these as an adult. And if I have kids, I hope to do the same to them, just to toughen them up. But all jokes aside, it totally puts a damper on the entire experience and it leaves you with a lot of uncertainty. And sure, looking back, you could laugh about it, but when you're in that situation, it definitely feels kind of scary. So in this video, I'm going to go over a pretty common no-start issue with the 80 series Land Cruiser, specifically the years 91 and 92, so the fj80. And if you're new to the Land Cruiser community, well, I'd like to welcome you and I hope you find this video helpful. Diagnosing a no-start issue can be really difficult to track down because it could be a number of things. It could be your battery, it could be your starter, it could be your fusible link, it could be a number of things. But today I'm going to be talking about the EFI relay because this is a very common issue in the 91 and 92 Toyota Land Cruisers. And what EFI stands for is Electronic Fuel Injection System. Essentially, it delivers that fuel and that spark to your engine. So you'll notice here in the video, if you can actually crank the engine like this, and it's not actually starting, it could be the EFI relay. Now, to know for sure, when you turn the key on to the on position, you should see a bunch of lights turn on, and one of them should be the check engine light. Now, if the check engine light isn't turned on, then most likely it's your EFI relay that has gone bad. And basically what happens is over time, this thing gets, hot and it gets cooked up and it ends up getting fried. And the reason why this issue happens mainly on the 91s and 92s is because of the position of the fuse box. So you'll notice here, the exhaust manifold is right there, so it's just heating up the fuse box, and eventually that EFI relay ends up giving out. Another sign that it could be the EFI relay is that it will intermittently turn on and off, right? So in the morning when the engine is cool and the engine bay is cool, you turn it on, it turns on just fine, and then throughout the day as you've been driving around and that engine bay heats up, well, then it doesn't want to turn on. And I've also noticed that some people have mentioned pulling out this EFI relay, letting it cool for a few minutes, maybe blowing on it, letting it cool down. Also, they mentioned using gloves when doing this, or maybe a towel or something, because it can get really hot, so just be careful. And then plugging it back in, and then it running just fine. So if you're in an emergency and you notice that, you're having this issue, you could totally pull it out, let it cool down, plug it back in, and see if that works. So the obvious question is now, how do you fix it? And it's actually quite simple. You just swap it out for a good one. You can order the part online. I just got mine from Napa Auto Parts, and that was that. And I always like to carry an extra one with me at all times because you never know when this could go bad, and especially because this is a very important relay, right? It's the one that allows fuel and spark to go to your engine, so I always carry a spare. Some people have also recommended swapping out a relay if you're in an emergency situation and you don't have an extra one and cooling it down doesn't work. You could swap one out for one that is under the driver's seat. And so for the 91 and 92, I'm going to show you what I decided to do. This is just as a test. I pulled the blower high relay, which is this one right here, and I plugged it in. And guess what? It turns out this one was already out, so it wasn't working. And I also inadvertently resolved another issue that I had. So the blower high relay actually allows you to turn your AC on high, right? And so I wasn't able to turn my AC on high for like the longest time. And now that I, realized that that's what it was, and that's why it wasn't working, I'm going to, get another relay, obviously. But you could do this if you're in an emergency situation where you just need to get back home, start the engine. You could totally do that, except your AC just won't run on high. My AC still works. It just doesn't run on the highest setting. So why does this issue mainly occur on the 3FE engines? Well, if you notice here, we have the exhaust manifold that comes out of the driver's side, and that's basically where the relays are. So it gets wicked hot, it ends up cooking the relay and causing this no start issue. And on the 93 and 97s, the fj80s, well, this issue rarely happens because the exhaust ran differently in those years. So that's just a quick and easy way to test if your Land Cruiser won't start. You might need to swap out your EFI relay. I'd also like to thank John Held from the Mud Forums. He was my main source for making this video. He seemed to be an expert on the topic in all the forums that I read through. His insight actually helped me make this video, so send my love to him. I've never met him, but he did a lot of work in the past, and I was able to make this video to help you guys. Also, Cruiser Shooter, he's another guy that makes videos on YouTube. He also encountered this issue on his channel when I was watching his videos, and I asked him about it, and it turns out it was also the EFI relay. So this kind of allowed me to have enough evidence to make this video to say, hey, this is a common issue within the 80 series Land Cruisers, specifically the 91s and 92s. And I'm going to put links to all of the forums that I used as a source for this video. So I hope you guys find this helpful, and I really hope you guys don't ever have to be stuck in a situation where you're out about to have fun and then your Land Cruiser starts acting up. And I hope this video helps you if you are in this situation, or it maybe helps you prevent being in that situation. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you found it helpful, and have a good one.